What's up, Everyday Blades? So, I know I've already reviewed the Mirage, the Winter Blade Mirage, and the Winter Blade Factor, and the Winter Blade Factor Batch 2. Out of all three of those, this is what I kept. This was the final, the Mirage. And not for the reasons you would think. This video is to show you a hack that made me really like this knife. One, I wasn't sure I was going to like this knife because its claim to fame is that it's assisted, and I'm not a fan of assisted knives. But if you're doing it with magnets and you're doing it super unique and you're doing it very well, I thought maybe I would warm up to it. The way that it operated, I did not. I found it when you were disengaging it, I found it a little tough to disengage. The tension that helps it spring out prevented it from closing very well. Now it wasn't a huge deal. It was a very picky pet peeve of mine. But I found a way around it and made this knife. One thing you can't do with the Factor is pull this down in like a Benchmade axis lock, flick it back and forth like that. I like doing that. I like fidgeting with my knives because the detent magnet holds it in there. You have to flick it out. So what I did was, there is a secondary magnet on this one. It goes in right there. I took the knife apart. You just pop the magnet out. When I did that, it made this knife a manual knife with an unbelievable action. The reason I wanted to make this, and you say, well, you bought a Mirage and now you turned it into a Factor. Well, it is a Factor, but the action's better. But also, the fit and finish back here is so much nicer than a Factor. I never did care for that deployment option back here. But they did such a better job of this knife of making it look very nice. They did a very good job with that. You can flick this out, flick it in. You can flick it out that way, pull it in, flick it in. There's no resistance to closing the knife. Yeah, the Mirage, when I got it, was super easy to open. It was just a little bit of a pain to close. And once you take this little magnet out, it goes in that hole right there. It's not screwed in, glued in, or anything. It just pops right out. Once you take it apart, pop it out, this knife works perfect for me. It meets all my needs. This is a great knife. I really like this knife now. I will caution you, it's a little bit of a pain. It's not difficult, but it's a pain to put back together because of the magnets and stuff and things pulling on it. But definitely not difficult. I wouldn't classify it as difficult. If you want to see how it comes apart and goes back together before you attempt it, go to Nick Shabazz's channel and watch his disassembly video. That's what I did. And I've seen that it was very simple to take apart. This magnet knife, although it's state-of-the-art, operates very simple. And that's one of the things that makes it so great. Just a beautiful knife. So for all intents and purposes, I have a Factor that can do that. But anyway, I promised I'd share that in the group. So I just wanted to show you guys. Guys, God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Now more than ever. Good night.